Good. Jesal, you spoke about that you focus a lot on scaling. How do you scale organizations from level 0 to level 10? What are the biggest challenges do you face while you help somebody scale, and how do you resolve them?
Um, so in our business, because Jags and I, and to an extent Susan as well, right? I mean, we are on all knowledge economy. We need knowledge workers. So our business scaling of that, on one hand, is somebody buying our products. On the other hand, getting the team ready to really deliver to what the customers are looking for. So usually sales, if there's a demand, you always can translate into that. Our challenge usually in what I've seen is what Jeff was referring to was getting the right talent and really scaling that to from 10 people or $10 million to $100 million. Because in my previous life, my organization grew from less than 10 million to $220 million over a span of 6 years. And I was challenged to grow that, scale that organization, which was primarily the back office, all engineering, professional services, customer support, technical writing, and so on and so forth. That's usually the biggest challenge, right? And I think what worked for us, and I mean, a couple of times I have done that, so I think I would say that it would work reasonably well, is you hire keeping the right attitude in mind and not hire for that role. Because in a scaling environment, your role is going to evolve very fast. So if you hire the right people with the right attitude who can adapt to the new role, the changing role, you've got to really hire for that. For example, I hired a head of support in my earlier job. When I hired him, it was like I hired him to lead 9 people organization, and 9 months later, he was leading 30 people organization. So that's a big change for him, right? So that's kind of somebody who can adapt and can evolve is what you need to look for. So the biggest learning for me is hiring, and then invest heavily upfront on the training part. Training and enablement should be the key focus, especially when you're hiring people for attitude. You're not actually looking for the exact fit for those roles. That means you need to really train them formally to get into that role. So investment in that and hiring the right people is what I think I have.
Excellent.
For me.
A great learning, Jason. I think one of the things that we have also been learning in the last few months and years, especially, we should hire based upon values and not based upon capabilities. For example, we should look what values we have, what values we possess, and then based upon that, we hire the person with the same values. For example, in Photonn Legal, when we hire somebody, we look for whether that person has hunger for achievement, whether the person is obsessive about adding value to the customer,